1. New message.
Hey, new guy. My name's Benjamin, but you can call me Adam for short, and let me be the first to formally welcome you to the Fetty Fun Bears Food Place Management staff. Woo! Anyway, Boss Man's got this yab set she wants me to run by you to help you get accustomed to your surroundings. Now, normally we'd have previous night guard show you the ropes instead of keeping me up way past my bedtime to record this, but that's not really an option. The last guy was filming a TikTok too close to Betty during meeting time. Betty turned around and bit the dude's hand clean off. Yeah, he wasn't too inclined to help us out after that. But anyway, let me get into what you're working with. Of course, we've got the standard equipment you're probably used to seeing. Doors and lights on your left and right, and a tablet that lets you see the security cams. But your main job is keeping an eye on our little angels to make sure they don't get into any mischief. Or kill you. Unfortunately, 2 of the little guys are currently preoccupied, but that makes your job tonight a ton easier. 2 we got tonight are Funky the Bunny and Chunky the Chicken. We'll start off with Chunky. I'll let you in on a little secret. We tell the public that Chunky's an animatronic, but that thing's an actual chicken. He was just a normal-sized little feller till he found the boss's super macho man mega protein powder down the whole keg. We thought he was gonna croak from it, but we came in the next day and the dude was absolutely ripped. The previous employee at the time said we should probably turn him into the government or something. Chunky didn't really like the idea and mangled the dude pretty bad, which must have impressed the boss, because after that he was insistent on keeping Chunky. So yeah, just a heads up, if any students show up asking about Chunky, as far as you're concerned, he is 100% machine. Oh right, speaking of Chunky mangling people, he loves to show off his muscles most of the night, running around trying to find an audience. If he makes his way to your office, shut that door. He's gotten pretty sick of flexing to the staff, so if he sees you in there, he will not take kindly to you. He also may realize you're watching him through the cams. If so, he'll get equally angry and try to break the camera he's looking at. If he tries to do that, just hit the sound button on your cams to distract him and he'll stop. Don't hit the sound button if he's not at the cam. It's got a cooldown for some reason, and if you don't stop him in time, Chunky will smash the cam and I won't be able to fix it for you until the next day. The reason that's dangerous is because of Bunky. Now, Bunky can't hurt you himself, but he is still a problem. He likes to hide from us because he's got these weird gadgets he makes that'll drain your emergency power. If that goes out, the doors go out. And if the doors go out, you get visitors. Thankfully, all you have to do is look for his little ears on the cams and use the immediate Bunky suppression system, or as we call it, IBS, to shoo him away. Just make sure you look real close. Sometimes he makes these fake puppets to trick you into thinking he's in a room that he's not in. They look almost identical to him, just really dull looking. Yeah, we don't know how he makes this stuff. When he first found him in the restaurant, he was making a pipe bomb out of ventilation parts and marinara sauce. The dude is clever as all get out. Boss kept him around because he says he likes the danger. Not sure that's really a good idea, but maybe I'm just biased because he keeps swiping my vape pens. Okay, last thing is the breaker. In the back of your office, you should see a cartoonishly large flip switch. Sometimes the auxiliary power goes on the fritz. You gotta run over to the switch and turn it back on manual. It won't mess with your doors, but it will disable your cams, which as previously explained is not good. Oh, and about the power. Don't worry about using the cams too much. I hooked it up to its own power source so it won't run out of juice. Just gotta keep an eye on the breaker. Doors and lights are different though. Using those will drain your power pretty quick. Feel like that doesn't make sense. Huh. Alright man, I better wrap this up. I gotta wake up early and take my stepbrother to lacrosse practice. Call you tomorrow with more instructions. Good luck.
1. New message.
Hey, new guy. How was your first night? Not too traumatizing, I'm sure. Or maybe it was, in which case you're probably not hearing this right now. But I'm gonna assume you're just fine and let you know the good news. Just learned from the vet today, Funky the Fox does not have rabies. Man, was I worried when I saw her with all that foam around her mouth. Turns out she was just drinking dish soap again. Little goofball. Now, I say good news, but it's not really good for you, because now you got a manager too. So let me give you the rundown on our little tsundere vixen. Funky hangs out in the petting zoo in the back, which is Cam 8. Make sure you know where it's at, because you gotta keep a constant eye on the rascal. If she goes too long without any attention, she'll try to make her way into your office. While Funky may be rabies-free, she is a toothy little princess, and those bites hurt. I'm saying that from experience, because when we first brought her in, her little tantrums became a problem to my workflow and physical health pretty quick. It was getting to be a problem, so I started doing some intense mathematical equations to figure out when she moves, which seems to work. I thought you'd like to know too, so I took the liberty of programming a visual meter in your security network. Calling it the Funkometer, by the way, thinking of trademark. Once the Funkometer runs out a couple times, she'll crawl into the air vent and start booking it for your office. It took a lot of spider bites and tetanus shots, but eventually I was able to set up a cam in the vents as a last resort. Funky gets past that, you're toast. Yeah, she's fun to deal with. I was actually the one who brought her here. I used to feed a pack of squirrels behind my apartment complex. One day I come out, Funky's fighting all 36 of them. She lost an eye, but took every single one down. I still had a bunch of bird feed I was giving to the squirrels, so I started giving it to Funky instead. But after feeding her so many times, she decided to camp out around the complex and keep scaring all my neighbors. I thought the kids might think she was cool, so I talked to the boss about bringing her in and setting up a petting zoo. He liked the idea so much he gave me a raise. Now I get 2 free slices of pizza per week. Alright, buddy, I gotta go. My stepbrother assaulted a kid at lacrosse practice today, so I gotta go bail him out of juvie. Talk to you tomorrow.
2. New message. Message. 1.
Oh, shoot.
Message. 2.
Hey, new guy. It's your main man Adam again, calling with an exciting update. It is with great pleasure that I announce that the man, the myth, the legend, Fetty Funbear is back from intensive care. It took him a while, but the previous night guard's hand was successfully pumped from Fetty's stomach. Sucks that it took so long, but Fetty wasn't being very cooperative. More of a fan of putting things in his belly than taking them out, which I respect. He's a big guy, gotta eat. Alright, now that Fetty's back in action, let me tell you how to handle him. My boy Fetty is a simple bear. He has a predictable path and is simple to turn. It takes him a while to get up and move, but once he does, he goes to the kitchen to get a snack, then heads down to your office. Don't worry too much though. Like I said, he's a big boy, so he has to build up some energy to move. That is unless the cams are out. The main breaker trips, or if Chunky smashes the cams in Fetty's typical path, he'll move rooms way faster. I guess he just doesn't like being watched while he's moving. The only time he's dangerous is when he gets to your door. Once Fetty's at the office, he won't leave. Shut the door on him and he'll go back and wander around the hall for a bit, but it won't be long before he's back. There's not really a good way to deal with him. Like I said, he's pretty stubborn. The boss can tell you that for a fact. A couple years ago, boss was trying to cross the Rocky Mountains with nothing but a Nutri-Grain bar and a Swiss Army knife. About halfway through, he was in a river fishing, with his hands of course, and Fetty shows up and tries running him off. That started a 17-hour wrestling match between the two, which eventually ended in the boss befriending the beast and convincing him to open up this gem of an establishment. Some of that sounds a little goofy, but I trust the boss. He seems pretty chill. Oh, deep fryer just exploded. That's my cue. Just keep an eye on Fetty. Don't let him into the office and you'll be fine. Talk to you later.
Message. Message. 1. Message. 2. Message. 3.
Hey, new guy. Sorry about that. My mom and her husband Kyle are out on date night at Golden Corral, so I'm watching my stepbrother. But my apartment's getting fumigated from mantis shrimp, so I had to bring him to work with me. Anyway, seems like you're getting a good groove with the new job, which is great. Most of the time, new guards don't take the life-threatening danger well and quit, have a nervous breakdown, or get hospitalized. Not all of them leave right away. We've had some tough cookies take the night shift. Rowdy Randy, Muscle Matt, Carnivorous Carmine, just to name a few. They never stick around though. Sooner or later I show up in the morning and they're curled over in a ball with their eyes rolled back speaking creepy chants. Always making me clean up all their stupid blood scribbles off the walls. Huge bummer. Can't remember why that happened though. Oh well. Hey, boss man thinks you're doing good too. He'd praise you in person, but he's busy in a legal battle with the last night guard. I don't know what the dude is so upset about. He got his hand back. Whatever. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to tell you, but I can't remember. I guess if I forgot, then it wasn't important. Alright, I'm gonna go find my stepbrother. I lost him already. Enjoy that full moon tomorrow. Catch you later.
You have one new message.
Hey, new guy. Dude, I totally forgot to tell you what happens on a full moon. I don't know if the others run off and hide or something, but the moon changes Fetty into this thing, and it's not good. I'm on my way there now to help, but until I get there, do not let Fetty out of your sight. Find him on those cams fast. All you have to do is look at him and you'll be good, but if the breakers trip, or if something's at your door, deal with it as quick as possible and get back to the cams. Don't worry too much. I'm only a couple minutes away. Once I get there, Oh, is that a gator? Oh, shoot!
You have one new message.
Hey, new guy. It's Adam again, calling you from the hospital. Sorry I left you hanging yesterday, bro. That alligator I saw was so majestic it made me swerve my Chevy off into a ditch. Dude, speaking of yesterday, I am so sorry I forgot to tell you about the eldritch abomination Fetty turns into on a full moon. I knew there was something I forgot to tell you. Well, you survived, surprisingly, so no harm, no foul. You may start seeing hallucinations when you try to sleep at night, but you get used to them. Hey, listen, you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow for some extra greens if it floats your boat, but there's no obligation. Turns out I'm pretty important. Boss said since I'm down for the count, he's closing the place down for a bit. I don't really understand. I only guard the place, manage the parties, cook all the food, run the cash register, feed the animals, and do the repairs. Everything else is taken care of, but whatever. Makes me feel pretty special. This is probably the last message I'll get to leave you, so if you don't hear from me, thanks again for all the help. Fly high, my friend. Fly high.